All right, well, it is Mother's Day today, but I'm leaving tomorrow for Texas to go out with my buddy Brendan from Kuiu to hunt the axis deer. And that's something I've never done before, so I always say always go try and hunt something that you've never hunted before. Any chance you get, just learn something new, like every time you go hunt something. And I really like these like summer hunts like this for big game. You just get you shooting more throughout summer, knowing that you have something coming up. We always just go and shoot, but there's no experience like actually getting out and hunting. So right now I'm just getting ready to start packing my stuff up. I gotta leave at 4 in the morning. I'll just do a 40, 60, 80, and 100 just to make sure it's on before I get it packed up in the case and get ready to put it on a plane tomorrow. 80. And we'll go to 100. Everything is on. That's me a little bit left and right on that 100-yarder, but 40, 60, 80, everything is right on. 40 yards. Everything looks good there. 60 yards. Good there. 80 yards, good there. And 100 yards, and we're good there. So we will see you in Texas. Once again, that's why I shoot at Mathews. Well, everything made it. I don't know about your stuff, but I know my stuff all made it.
It's there, you just didn't get it. I'll get it, don't worry.
Oh, is yours up there?
You can put the camera together.
I didn't realize. Well, we made it to Austin, and just looking at the directions, looks like we got almost 4 hours, 3.5 hour drive to the ranch we're hunting on, but still it's nice to be out, even though it's 4 hours. It's nice to see a little bit of Texas and get caught up on some emails and texts and stuff. Make sure they're still working at home, getting my fields planted. So, but I'm excited to get out in the blind or whatever we're doing tonight. I'm not sure. Never hunted axis deer before, so I'm not sure if we're doing blinds or hopefully we can spot and stalk them or do something fun with it. But either way, it's nice to get the bow out and hopefully fling a couple arrows.
Fake website thing. I was lucky I got a car.
Oh man, yeah. That stand for your bow when I got just threw a bunch of arrows in there. Oh yes. I just had 3 of those. Well, this is my kind of place. Walk in, they got mounts everywhere, moose, sheep, grizzlies, and well, we're trying to look at all the animals in the lodge here. Like, grab your stuff, let's go. We got lots of stuff to shoot. I was like, hey, I like the way you guys think. So, get our bows together, change clothes, and see what they got in store for us here.
You pick option 1, option 2. Either way is good.
Let's see.
You decide.
It's like the Price is Right.
I know.
Let's just walk in here.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
We'll give those ones a
No
break
time
till
like the
morning.
present.
All right, guys.
All right.
See y'all later.
See ya.
Like over there, 250 yards, it cuts into like a big field that goes like this up to the pond. So they're probably all just along the edge of that right now.
All right. Wow, it's like 300 yards.
Just up here a little bit more. There should be stuff up there.
Okay. Another pretty deep one over the left, even further.
Wouldn't be a bad spot if they keep feeding so we can just drop right back in front of them.
Drop back and get that house in between between us, and just walk to that house probably, keep them between. If they're gonna sit there, they're gonna stay there.
There's a little field here that they cut
Because it had to happen. We saw a giant one right away go through here, and that doe busted us, and they ran. Now I don't want to shoot any other ones. But there's a bunch here, but you know, they're hard to stock up on. It's just, you know, when you find them, they've all been together. Is this part of the same group that we saw over there?
I didn't see that buck at the pond.
Yeah, it is.
Real high collars. Those deer, they went left. Those turkeys all took off. They must have saw them. This one's stepping up from behind them.
Yeah, it's a... Yeah. Yeah.
He's holding up deer all day long.
We like giant stuff.
I love giant stuff. It's about that buck is he went right to option 2 for the
I know. I was like, that one just had more mass into it.
axis. Their horns are all different shapes. So you're looking for a deer that comes out and then he tips back in on top. If you look at the deer finals, he tips back in really hard. That's an extra inch and a half. A lot of mass, too.
What's a really long beam?
Like a trophy deer in Texas 30 and like a 200-inch whitetail for y'all. Big at 35 inch axis. That deer had it all day long.
Let's go find him.
Yeah, I think it's one of the year.
Yeah. Let's go find him.
He's right there somewhere.
It was good. Slow for the first. My normal good spot.
They only got good like an hour ago.
My normal good spot. We saw one buck.
What a nice night though.
Hi.
It's
Yeah.
nice.
Gnats were
Gnats were
just
out,
there.
too.
Yeah. It's like at home. Kind of been trying to shoot my bow the last couple nights, and you just out there. It's like, oh my gosh, you can't even stand out there.
The mosquito.
No, they're like little gnats or blackflies. Same thing as here. You know.
Beans was just waiting to come trash.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody else shooting it?
Brandon's had some.
So what's the plan? I mean, are you going like after all those that were just crossing up there?
No,
that
because
group
that stuff is so thick over there, and it's bad for a winter. Now we're just gonna cut. It's gonna get oak flat right here. You get hop from brush patch to brush patch, which is way more wide open than last night. So we'll slide through here, and then it gets to where we saw that big deer kind of going downhill last night.
Yeah.
And we'll work that towards the pond.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Awesome.
Just keep
Let's
our
go
nose,
find one.
keep our nose to the wind, and find a big one.
Sounds like a plan. All right. Well, it's our first morning here in Texas. Last night we saw a bunch, and we actually could have shot one, but then we saw a real big one. We just waiting for better ones. First morning here, they've been roaring all over the place, and we just saw a bunch go across here, but kind of looking for that big one that we saw yesterday. But we're just gonna put our nose in the wind and start stalking through here, and hopefully we catch them coming this way. That's raking the tree, the darker end of that one. Right in the middle of it. A bunch of them right now. It's just that there's so many does around. Makes it hard to move. Kind of just hope that there's be another group coming or something. Got it's the craziest sound. It's like, is it an elephant or is it? It's awesome. I just don't see the buck just leaving this big group of does. I bet he circles back around. You still see was him that was just roaring there.
Yeah, that's him right there. Straight above the front.
Yeah, look at that nice green grass right here. He's not as big as that white rack one.
He's the same length. He's just different.
Yeah, he's not as heavy as the one like that one from last night. Yeah, up in the tree right now. Oh, look, he's up on his back feet, raking that tree up there. That's awesome. If he comes and he does, it should be right in the wheelhouse. How's that? Doing that? Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's coming, he's coming. You shoot that one. How far? Okay. That's awesome.
He should be done right
Yeah, it looked like he was kind of starting to. That.
Good shot.
Enough I hit the shoulder or
No, right behind it.
Yeah, okay.
The exit, he's bolting. That is so fun. I love that stuff. I love that.
I know, it's just so awesome to be able to do something like this, like outside of your normal big game season, because it's like the exact same as elk hunting.
Yes, awesome.
I think, yeah. Just so many times they stay on the far edge. You're like, oh, damn, the cows, you know, for elk, the cows are right in front of you, and then he stays on the far side, chases one off, and move off. Just like that, you know, does it, but then sometimes get lucky and they come, you know.
Yeah, you were right about his luck. That would have never worked out for me. He would have stayed at like 120 the whole day. That's cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. If it hit something hard, if that might have hit like his elbow or something, like he started to react when it when the shot.
Still behind his shoulder.
Yeah, on that tree branch there. Right there.
That's too cool. Good
Thank you,
shooting.
buddy. Well, let's go over and take a look. I don't. Oh, there's an arrow right here. Yeah. Yeah, I think it must have hit that offside shoulder or something. I heard it hit something.
For sure, yes, sir.
Yeah, I heard it hit something hard. But it looks like it got in there.
On the far end, looks like that.
Yeah. We'll go from here. Let's go take a look at my first access deer ever. Yeah. That's the first time I've even seen one was yesterday. Man, they're bigger than I was thinking they were going to be too.
Big bodies,
Oh, yeah.
really big horns.
Yeah, look at that thing. Wow, what a cool looking animal. I mean, just that head is so awesome on it. It just reminds you of like a, the rut and whitetail, the neck like that and stuff. Yeah, still velvet on that. A little extra points.
That velvet. We get big freezes in February, and that's when the majority of them are in velvet. And the velvet will freeze on, and if they're full velvet, it'll kill them. That's when we had that big freeze that killed half of our herd.
Oh, really?
But that's just frozen velvet from the freezes February stuck on there.
Wow. God, what a pretty animal too. Yeah, look at that. It must have been just up and hit his off shoulder on that other side.
Yes,
Those things are awesome.
There's nothing like them.
I know it.
It's fun to hunt.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, absolutely. That was fun. Good shit.
Yeah, it's just anytime you go out and hunt anything, it's just like your stalking skills on stuff like this, and just the antelope, everything else. And when you get into elk season and stuff, it just everything that you do, everything you hunt, just gets you that much more experience, makes you a better hunter at something else.
Especially these, because the bucks are, when they're rutted up, you can get close to them, but the does around them, they're all just
Right,
okay,
like
cool.
I said, it just like Brendan was saying, it was just as close as you can get to elk hunting, because you can hear them there, but you get there and there's tons of does there, and you just got to try to wade through them all to get a shot at them. Man, awesome, man! What a pretty animal too.
What's up, killers? We got a 4 point. That's cool.
Extra stuff on it, that's cool. I know it, they are. They're just like the prettiest animals.
That's a nice one. That's awesome. How far?
45.
Where are you guys feeling at?
Killed them between 4 and 3. We were in them this morning. They were just, his does were still right here at 40, and he went off and he fought these other bucks, and then he came right back to us.
Yeah, I know.
That's good.
Cool.
Good experience.
Oh, it was awesome.
See how the like a bullet off, like putting on pants.
I know it.
They're not like a deer. Yeah, that's amazing. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could hear deer all morning.
We were in the middle of like a full circle.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is cool, yeah.
Yeah, obviously the broadhead was out over here, but
It's not quite elk hunting, but it's pretty fun.
yeah, it's damn fun. Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, all the does were there, and they all were coming right towards us, and then he kind of laughed me over there. He said, he'll come back for him. And then he's like, nah, if it was me, they'll never come back. He's like, yeah, he'll come over to the does. He can walk right back.
Deer? No free passes. No way.
Thank you.
All right, well, it's about 12:30. Lee shot his axis buck this morning, first thing, which was awesome, like 45 yards on the ground. So awesome hunt this morning. We went back, had breakfast, and he looked at me and said, grab your bow, let's go sit a water hole. And as the guy behind the camera, usually when someone says that, you don't ask questions. So I got Lee filming me, sitting here over the water. And they just dropped us off. They didn't say like what to shoot or what not to shoot, but we got a quiver full of arrows and a camera guy with a bow in his hand. So yeah, I just heard the one scream here a minute ago. So
You're not far away.
you're not far away.
They decided to come and drink.
Yeah. You'd think they would. It's supposed to be like 106 today, and we got the hottest hours of the day ahead of us. So we'll see what happens. shoulder. I think so. Felt good. Yeah, I kept looking. I didn't see a buck, and then the does ran off. And
I know. I thought maybe they saw something.
I did too.
And then I was like, oh, there's bucks. They must maybe just ran for those bucks.
Yeah, I don't know. That happened quick, huh? I had the other camera in my hand taking pictures of the does. He's long.
Yeah.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
front's
big one.
big old fronts on him.
Yeah, and just long on everything.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, that looks like a damn big one.
I didn't know if he was gonna stop, like the way those does were running off.
Right. I thought maybe like they got spooked from something.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
don't
oh,
know.
maybe they're just gonna go.
Yeah, he's dead right there. Yeah, I can see his horn sticking out.
Oh yeah, I can see right there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere. Right close to over there, I guess.
Walk over there and get. That's so cool. That's so cool, just laying like that in the grass underneath the big oak tree. Man, that was long. That's cool. That caudal, almost as tall as his beam. Big fronts on him. That's what I noticed right away when he came out first. Put his head down to drink and just see those silhouetted against the water. God. Not real rutted up yet, but I'll take that any day. 24-yard shot at the water. Something. His bases are big though, like those burrs like on yours. That's awesome. I gotta give a big thanks to Willie and his son Will and Brendan and Lee. They invited Lee down here to hunt, and a couple weeks ago Lee showed me the text from Brendan and said, make sure your camera guy brings a bow and we'll get him one too. So yeah, that's just so appreciated. You guys don't even understand. It's so much time behind the camera. To get the bow in my hand is just a bonus, and I can't say thank you enough. And to have Lee filming it, that's just awesome. That's cherry on top. I made a joke earlier, but I guess that's when you know you made it, when you got Lee Lakosky filming you. That's cool.
Sweet, man. Nice.
Yeah. Like I had that other camera in my hand, like just taking pictures of the does. I was like, oh, there's like 7 does right there. And all of a sudden, like I saw his reflection. I was like, oh shit, I had to hang the camera back up. He's like, shoot that one.
All right, well, I shot one this morning, and I've just been filming with Justin, and Justin just shot one, and Will and Brendan just came and picked us up, and as we were gonna load up Justin's buck, we see a whole bunch of them coming, so Brendan is up to bat, so we're just gonna go along with him and experience his hunt with him anyway. Well, we interrupt this axis hunt for a pig. But that's what's fun about hunting in Texas. There's always something down there.
That's why Texas is so awesome. The deer stock. I can't pass a pig hunt.
actually feeling a little bad, so I called you because I shoot a turkey. You don't even call me. You barely give me a text that you shot an axis deer, your first one.
Yeah, well, like I said, you can't get any, there's no service. You can't get anything out until you get on the Wi-Fi here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, congrats.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, George, right in front of us. The one at the decoys, right? What? Oh my God. That's freaking awesome. Oh my God, my camera fell down. Big bird down. Got a few days left of the Iowa season, and we just called these two big old gobblers in. We're like old schooling it. Oh, that's awesome. They're beating them up. Old schooling it. Got George and I out here. Yeah, get him. It's like we had two gobblers out there. Beating him up. He's totally beating him up. What a jerk. We had two gobblers come across the field. Finally worked like they were supposed to. It was awesome. And are you filming? Are you filming? Yeah. I was like, we just smoked them. Yeah. The turkey buster has struck again. Are they still hunting? Are they nice? It's like, welcome to my life. Are they still hunting? Yeah, nobody knows what they're doing down in Texas. Yeah, I was like, nobody actually knows what they're doing in Texas. It's like, well, we're trying to call Lee, but he's probably screening my calls. Yeah, he's ghosting me. That was a good setup. Okay, look at that. It's like, oh my gosh. What an awesome bird. You got a good beard, probably a 3-year-old bird. Nice spurs, but Lee's down in Texas and George and I came out here today. We sent James home the other day because he's going fishing and he wanted to hunt for himself for one day. And you know what, James? We're glad you went home because the old team made it happen again. We got a big bird down and an unbelievable morning. But anyways, this is just awesome. We've had a really fun Iowa season. We've hunted a lot, in all honesty, because both kids shot turkeys. Cameron wanted to shoot one with his bow, so he worked on that for quite a while. And then we were finally like, okay, Cameron, it's probably time to take a gun out because they're not working. They literally are not working. And this one and his buddy came in and finally worked, and George and I got it done.
I said, all this crap that was going on this morning, I couldn't get the mics to work, you know. They got these new high-tech mics. I couldn't get that. We're actually texting Quentin in Italy.
Because we're like, well, he'll answer. He's in Italy. It's like 4 a.m. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because he was going out hunting for himself.
That's right.
But that's the only reason. But yeah, anyways, we got the old turkey buster. And then it's like the pad was off it. When I pulled it up, I'm like, oh my gosh, that thing just rocked me this morning. But
I was like, what are you doing? Oh yeah, it's really loose.
Yeah, it's super loose. But anyways, regardless, we get to put another notch on our gun. And it's like I said, that TSS, it's like 20 gauge single shot. It's been a deadly combination, but it was really fun.